can tell you people they were the devil's children.
Alright guys, it's that time again to watch Bonnie and Clyde eat. And I'll be honest with you, I cannot keep up with Bonnie's appetite. That one right there, she's definitely a future 10-pounder. I can feed them 3 dozen minnows, she'll eat them all up and be asking for more. So she's got a big appetite, she's gonna be a growing girl, no doubt about it. Clyde, poor fella, Bonnie eats 10 times as much as him. He's got to eat them quick before she eats them all. So we're fixing to drop 3 dozen minnows in, and I'll let you guys see for yourself how Bonnie destroys them. Alright guys, sorry for the delay in the aquarium update. There's Buster checking out the fish. I'm going to give you a couple updates real quick. So this is Clyde. He's grown a good bit since the last time you've seen him. And we decided to do a little experiment a couple days ago, and we took Bonnie out of the tank because we wanted to see how good Clyde would eat without her. And let me just tell you guys, Clyde is a savage. He eats as many as we'll put in there. It's like he's became a whole new man after she left. So we're about to show you him feeding. We've also got a crawfish that lives down in the house with Gilly right now. And we got a cool little way of feeding them that we just figured out how to feed the crawfish and Gilly. So hopefully he'll come out to play a little bit. We call the crawfish red. So we actually did a crawfish feeding video, but one of the crawfish was too big to get eaten by the bass. So he survived. He's living in that house with Gilly, and we call him Red. So let's open this tank up, show you how good Clyde is doing. And by the way, Bonnie's doing good. She's just in another tank right now. And so another update, we got a new aquarium coming soon, 300 gallons. They said it would take 8 weeks to get here. It's looking a little bit more like 10 weeks, but it's going to be worth it. It's our own custom aquarium. We built it just like we wanted it, and should be here the next feeding video that you see from us. Bonnie and Clyde will both be back in it. I think we may leave Gilly here in this tank so she's not always stressed out, and maybe Red in this tank. So got a lot of cool things coming up, but let's go ahead and start off with Clyde and show you what he can eat. Here's one more quick update. You can always tell when Clyde's ready to eat. He'll start hanging out up here. Show him that net. He'll start going back and forth. He said, oh yeah, I'm ready. Alright, so we're about to drop him some in and watch him attack. Alright, Buster's ready for the show. Clyde's ready to eat. Watch this. He's already eaten a couple. He's waiting. 3. Still got a couple more hanging around. Let's see if he gets them. Look at all the scales floating around. He's a savage. So Bonnie and Clyde are both just, they eat as much as you will feed them. I think sometimes either Clyde's a gentleman and he likes to let Bonnie eat first, or he's just holding back. I'm not sure if he's shy because there's a bigger fish in the tank, but this new aquarium is going to be 300 gallons. It's 6 times as big as this aquarium, so he's going to have plenty of room to spread out. We might feed him on different sides of the tank, and look at him. Oh, and look who decided to show up. Old Red. He's joining the party. He knows it's feeding time. Alright, we're about to break out the food that we feed them and see if we can get Red to show up. Alright guys, not sure how good you can see this. This is bottom feeder food, and the reason I got it is because it'll actually sink. It's little pellets. And so we're about to see if we can drop some in there. And usually they land right on top of the house there, and the crawfish will actually come out and get up on top of the house and eat them. Let's see. He can smell them really good. Look, one's about to drop down in there to him. Yep, he's coming. Feeding time for the crawfish. But he will get up on top of that house there and collect everything that lands up there. And you'll probably see Gilly here in a minute come out. Start feeding little. That's what it looks like to watch a crawfish eat. I've never seen it before, but man, they got a bunch of pinchers. He's even got those little ones down there that'll steady collect fresh food while he's digesting the rest of it. Yep, new one just dropped in his plate. He's working on getting it. Yep. He's trying to get it. He's going into the shrubs. Man, that is unreal. He just got it. He's got like 8 arms. He just picked it up and pulled it into his belly there, and I guess that's how they digest it. You learn so much stuff when you have an aquarium, guys. I never knew that's how crawfish ate. I never knew they had that many pinchers that actually worked on feeding at the same time. I've watched this guy collect like 4 to 5 pellets with different pinchers all at the same time. Man, it's gonna be tough for Gilly to get a bite in with him. But he'll get up there on top of that house there, and he'll start collecting those that I just dropped in that land on top of the house. Hopefully he'll do that here in just a little while. And look at old Clyde over here just chilling. He got a big belly. Look at that belly. He's growing. Sag in the bottom there. Yep, they've been eating good. They're ready to get their new tank. Little Red's picking the shrubbery. He just doesn't know that it's fake. That's artificial. That's going to give you no substance. But he's after it anyways. Oh, Red. So we got Red, Gilly, Bonnie, and Clyde. One big happy family. Old Red had to go into defense mode there. He's got some big claws. Alright, I gave him some time to digest those. Now we're going to come back, see if he's ready for some more. It looks like he is. Yep. Watch him attack these things. And he's eating them up. I dropped him in earlier and he literally caught like 4 with 4 different pinchers. Old Mr. Red, he's talented. He's lucky. Old Clyde, he's just not big enough to eat him yet. It was one of the bigger crawfish we fed him, and he's not big enough to eat him, but they hide in that house just in case. Yep. He's collected all of his food for the day. He's gonna roll them back into the house. That's crazy. Yep. Go bring Gilly some. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed watching Clyde and getting to see him feast without Bonnie in the tank. You can see how full he is. Hopefully our next video will be bringing the new tank in and setting it all up showing you the transfer from this tank into the new tank, getting Bonnie and Clyde back in the same tank, and letting Red and Gilly have this tank. Until next time, folks, thanks for watching.
Bonnie and Clyde were pretty looking people, but I can tell you people, they were the devil's children.